I've had several requests for me to listen to Maphra, so in this episode, going to be listening to Bring Me the Horizon, Doomed. Let's get started. Before I even get started, she's using, it looks like, a Rode K2 valve condenser microphone. They are great microphones for vocals. It can also be used for instruments as well, but it has such a high frequency range, especially I think it's around 160, 162 hertz. It's still nice and clear. One of the great things about this microphone is it's able to take in loud sounds without any type of distortion. So I've never heard Maphra, so I don't know what to expect, but it's interesting that she's using this microphone. So I want to see how her voice sounds on this. It's got great atmospheric sound already. I don't know if this is a cover or an original. I assume it's a cover that she's doing of Bring Me the Horizon, and the song is Doomed. But let's continue. I just really like, if this is a cover and it's been remade, I really enjoyed the atmosphere that they already set for this. So let me keep going.
Cut off my wings and come lock me up. Just pull the plug, yeah, I've had enough. Tear me to pieces, sell me for parts. You're all vampires, so here you can have my heart. You can have my heart. You can have my heart. The walls of hero, a room of ghosts. No hand of movement, no sign of pulse. Only an echo, just getting bold. They kick the chair, but we up to the room. You can have my heart. You can have my heart. Ooh.
She's got an incredible voice. It is so smooth. I kind of wish, and it could be a YouTube copy, or YouTube that's doing this. I kind of wish her vocals were a little more prevalent and brighter because they are so smooth. It's almost like they kind of dumbed down some of the high ends. But because it's so smooth, it'd be nice if it was just a little bit brighter, but it is incredibly smooth. And she's got this incredible control over her vibrato. Ah.
So come rain on my parade, 'cause I wanna feel it. Come
What?
shove me over the edge, 'cause my head is in overdrive. I'm sorry, but it's too late, and it's not worth saving. So come rain on my parade. I think we're doomed. I think we're doomed, and now there's no way back.
I literally have chill bumps. Her voice is remarkable. I don't know how she can have such a smooth voice and then yet have such this raspy, and it's not a yell, because I only know enough about vocals to briefly discuss to this point. But instead of screaming and yelling, what she's able to do is compress her vocal cords to give her that raspiness and a little bit higher volume, but without yelling. I mean, typically when you have this type of vocal, you have the person extremely yelling, and she's not doing that. So the amount of vocal control that she has is massively impressive. But not only that, it's her natural voice is so smooth, and then to breathe into this raspiness is remarkable. It literally gave me chill bumps. And then just how she faded out from from the raspiness down into the beautiful melody of her voice right here at the end. Oh. She's using my headphones. Those are Sennheiser. I think they're 280 HD Pros. I'll try not to stop a lot because I really want to listen to this song and her voice. And I'll just leave it at this. Just the ambiance that they have musically with everything that's being panned and moved. We get these knocks and dings and some of the drum beats. They are literally going around, not in a circle, but we're getting that variation from ear to ear, and I just love that. And we get some of the sweeping in the background, and then accompanied by her voice is just remarkable.
You must have made some kind of mistake. I asked for death, but instead I'm awake. The devil told me no room for cheats. I thought I'd sold my soul, but he kept the receipt. You can have my heart. So leave a light on. I'm coming home. It's getting darker, but I'll carry on. The sun don't shine bright, it never did. And when it rains, it fucking pours, but I think I like it. And you know that I'm in love with the mess. I think I like it.
Oh my God.
So come rain on my parade, 'cause I wanna feel it. Come shove me over the edge, 'cause my head is in overdrive. I'm sorry, but it's too late, and it's not worth saving. So come rain on my parade. I think we're doomed. I think we're doomed. Now there's no way back. I think we're doomed. I think we're doomed. Now there's no way back. So come rain on my parade, 'cause I wanna feel it. Come show me over the edge, 'cause my head is in overdrive. I'm sorry, but it's too late, and it's not worth saving. So come rain on my parade. I think we're doomed. I think we're doomed. And now there's no way back.
That was well, first it was incredible. Her voice. There were many times I had chill bumps. And it kind of made me teary-eyed because her voice is remarkable. There are some artists, some singers that kind of like with instruments and certain chords just really resonate with me. And her voice really does. Even though there's the screaming part, it's just beautiful. It's an art that I just appreciate of her because her voice is just remarkable. I now understand why she's using a K2 because she's got such a wide range. And at some of the higher hertz in her vocals, you don't want to lose any of that. Some microphones would certainly do that. It would become muffled. And even if you gated it or used it in an expander, it would really limit that range that she has. We don't want that. On top of that, it would also even distort it. So at least on this song, based on her vocals and the yelling, there are only a handful of microphones that could have really been used, especially standing that close. You typically stand about 6 inches away from a microphone, typically from chin to microphone, using your pinky, depending on what you're singing and how loud it's going to be. But that's typically. Otherwise, you're going to be about 8 to 12 inches for most condenser microphones. She looks to be about, and it's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but she's probably further than 6 inches, which is roughly this. So she might be 8 to 12. My point, however, being it is crystal clear. And even being that close to the microphone, yet still having those ranges, a lot of microphones would distort that. And you wouldn't. Again, that's not something that you would want to limit for her voice. There are another favorite band of mine is Breaking Benjamin. And for a number of reasons, but his vocals match the music, and he's got such a great voice. Similar to hers is better from a female perspective, but he's able to go and do those transitions from a nice smooth voice to this raspy yelling voice, and she is no different. I like Avril Lavigne because she's got a great voice. Her voice in my ears, listening to it again, it is so pleasing. And Maphra is like this incredible combination of the two. I could give plenty of other examples of her and the relations to music, but those are from a heavier band song. Breaking Benjamin's my number one. From a female vocal artist, I would have to say Avril Lavigne is up there. So that's just kind of why I compare the two. Maphra's got a remarkable voice. This is a cover. I haven't heard the original. I would love to know if she has her own songs. I have definitely going to be listening to more of her because it just emotionally, her voice just does something to me. What do you think? I know that Maphra's been recommended many times, especially from Richard. So I really appreciate your patience and your persistence on having me listen to Maphra. I want to know what other songs of hers are your favorites. If you haven't heard her before, do you like her voice? Do you like just that control and capability that she has, not only from the higher ends falsetto, but also the vibrato, but also with the raspiness and even yelling? It is I'm absolutely blown away with the vocal control that she has. And yet, her face is fairly stagnant. I mean, if you take a look at some artists, and this might be for show, I don't know. But you take a look at a lot of bands and singers who do yell. There's a lot of retching in the body alone. Like if you, at least in my experience, listening to, and I'm rambling, but listening to a lot and even watching a lot of female hardcore vocalists, they'll bend over and they'll retch and that's just the posture, because that's kind of how we are with yelling, especially when you get into the end of your expelling all of the wind in your lungs. But she stays incredibly upright and maintains this posture even in those moments, which is, again, just further reiterating how much control that she has and the amount of breath control that she's got. It is remarkable. So I am looking so much more and excited about listening to more Maphra. So do you have a favorite song by her, whether it be her own or a cover? Please let me know in the comments, because I'm going to be listening to a lot more Maphra. There are so many incredible artists that I need to get to that I've never heard. I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching Melodic Logic, and until next time, please take care.